It's doing well. Welcome to boot camp. Let's get going because I'm freezing my butt off here. Ease into the workout, and warm up as needed. Basically, as we start to warm up, if you need to keep things low impact or keep things modified, however you feel challenged, do so. All right, this workout here that I do is just suggestions and ideas for many different ways of doing squats, lunges, burpees, push-ups, planks. So we're starting with a march. Trying to get as many limbs moving as possible. So swing those arms, lift those knees, get into the elbow and shoulder joint, get into the knee and hip joints, as well as the ankle. Feel free to stop and take water breaks at any time. We are doing my usual 40-20. I find that to be the best sort of interval training time. The work interval is 40 seconds long and the rest is 20 seconds. You can always do extra work, take shorter breaks if you'd like. All right, I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to kind of swing my arms in a more sort of extreme reaching back, reaching forward. It's a little more range of motion than I did before. And I'm going to try to kick my legs straight forward to get into my hamstrings. I would recommend holding a phone while working out. I will just refer to that later on since I never have my workout memorized. Twice ultra march. Raise the abs, keep that chest lifted. And let's go into our squats. So feet are just over shoulder distance apart. So here's the profile view of a squat. You want to keep the chest up, drop your butt back and down to just about knee height. The depth at which you go is always going to be up to you. And then the forward view, knees and toes slightly turned out, tracking in line with each other. You can do whatever you want with your arms. If you want to work those deltoids a little bit more, you can reach those arms forward. It's just keeping your eye gaze straight ahead. You don't want to look up, you don't want to look down. Just straight ahead is good. Drive through those heels as you stand up. Really work the butt. And you're also going to feel your quadriceps, of course. A couple more. Let's go into the lunge. When we do lunges, we want to bring our feet in closer, about hip distance apart, and step one leg straight back, and bend that back knee down. So you can see that my knees and toes are all squared forward to the front. And then just showing you the profile, which you don't need to turn. Just go ahead and face forward. This is the side view, and you can see both knees are hitting roughly about 90 degrees. This front knee does not shoot past the ankle. Definitely not past the toes. So we keep our abs tight and chest up. Let's do 4 more here. All right, ab switch. Go at any pace you like. If I'm going too fast for you. We don't have any weight in our hands. This is all body weight, so sometimes I move a little bit faster than I probably should. But if I had heavy dumbbells in my hands, I'd definitely be going slower. Like when I go to the gym, I usually try to hold on to some dumbbells, or maybe have a bar on my back while I do squats and lunges. 2 more. Good. So I'm saying body weight is not effective. It is quite effective. Let's take our hands wider than shoulder distance apart. We got lots of push-up options. You can be on your knees. I mean, kneeling. Knee push-up is without the butt sticking out, and then toes. Do 8 push-ups. Don't do too many. It's kind of warm up the shoulder, chest, arms. Find that plank in your body. Raise abs. Push-ups, first and foremost, is a plank. So you can't do a push-up if you haven't mastered the plank yet. So make sure you got that nice braced body. One more here. And actually, let's go into the plank, but on our elbows. So get off your wrist, and let's just reinforce this plank position here. The butt is about shoulder height, squeezing your quadriceps, glutes, and abs, forming a very strong, stable body. Couple more breaths. Inhale, exhale, and one more breath in and out. So I really like the timing rounds that I've been doing the last couple weeks. I know we didn't have class last week, so this is from 2 weeks ago. It's basically 8 minutes of work. So 40, 20 times 8 before we take our 1 minute rest. And in previous times, I've done 4 minutes of work and then a rest of a minute, and then 4 minutes of work and a rest of a minute. So I'm basically just kind of doubling that. So if you need to take a rest, take it in between and just truncate the rounds. Fine. Oh, let me show you the first exercise. It is low squat. Okay. So you're going to get into squat. So I actually started the first exercise with no jumps intentionally, just to kind of warm us up too. So we're basically going to go into a lateral walk 3 times. And then I want you to take the arm and touch down to the opposite leg. So you're staying really low. 3, 2, and 1. Stay in the squat, touch. 3, 2, 1, and touch. All right? So we are standing up. So this really gets our leg muscles loaded. All right, I'm starting the clock in 10 seconds. No, you can't hear it. So we're going to start the first round in 5 seconds. So I'm going to start on this side of my mat and walk over there. Here we go. 3 steps, 2 steps, 1, touchdown. So there is, my spine is staying straight, and there's rotation. And you can take 4 steps if you want. It doesn't matter. And I guess you could also take 2 or 1. But basically, we're walking laterally, going wide squat to a more narrow squat. And your quads should really burn out because we don't stand up. Good. And you can do whatever you want with it. You can hold it out if you want. And hold it forward. Touch. All right, that's great. That's 40 seconds. I know, you're like, oh, that wasn't hard at all. Yeah, it'll be harder. We're going to eventually add burpees and more plyometric moves. We have our push-up and a thigh slap. So if you want to do it on your knees, do a push-up, slap your thigh. Ready? Push-up, slap your thigh, do that. All right, here we go. And if you want to do it on your toes, looks like this. Get your feet apart. The important thing is there's no rotation as you lift an arm up. So you notice my butt and pelvis stay square to the floor. If I had a cup of milk on my butt, it shouldn't spill. All right. So the trick here is go into that push-up. Elbows bend to about 90 degrees. Have your feet at least shoulder distance apart. So when you lift the arm, there's no rotation. The 3-legged plank. 3-limb plank. 5 seconds in a row. Do 2 more push-ups. And last one. Okay, we're done. Whew. All right, squat jump. So you can do a big squat jump here, or stand and squat without jumping. And then the low impact version is you step across, stand up. Like the high jump, jump. All right, start. Jump, jump. Good. 90, 90. Big jump. Small, small. And by small, I mean like sort of miniature jumps, and then the big jump. Miniature jump. Little bunny hops. You can do a 180 jump if you want, but I'm just choosing to do 90, 90. Use those arms. 15 seconds to go. Hop, hop. The first boot camp, after taking a week off, is unadopted. But then when you get back on, it's fun. All right, pause. Okay, that one definitely got my heart rate up. Okay, this is going to be pure cardio, so no squats. Try to get the heart rate up. I know the heart rate's already up. But don't worry, right after this, we're going to do our lateral walk. So jumping jacks. You can do a single punch, Or double punch. Let's go, let's go. Time to move. Double punch or single punch. Your choice. Bounce on the balls of your feet. This is about speed, agility, quickness. Pretend the floor is really high. Very minimal, quick impact. Hit the floor, hit the floor. Low impact version like this. The heart is almost slow, and we are working on the heart right now. Next exercise after this is back to the first exercise, which is our lateral squat walk. No jumps at all. All right, that's it. We did it. So no jumps at all. We're going to go into our walk, 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 touchdown. All right, so this is a good time for your heart rate to get down a little bit, but then we're going to work on our leg muscles. Squats, 3. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. I know what to do with my arms. How low can you stay in your squat? And again, keep those toes and knees aligned with each other. Always with flat turn out, wide to narrow. So notice that my feet never come together. All right, you always want to have some width in your squat. Keep your butt low. Not straightening the legs, and we're done. Okay, next exercise, our push-up thigh slap. Have your feet at least hip distance apart. Upper body strength is the focus here, but as well as core strength. Now do things at a little angle here. Here we go. Push up. Slap. Push up. Slap. It's pretty quick. It's a quick slap, so you should be able to fit a lot of push-ups in here in the 40 seconds. It's on the floor. Don't look at your toes. Otherwise, you dropped your head, and your head is not aligned with the spine. Yes. 2, 1. Okay, I didn't make it to the end. Okay. Next exercise is our big squat jump. Hop, hop, big squat jump. I'm doing okay at memorizing this workout today. Ready? Go. Big squat jump. Hop, hop. When I do my 2 little hops, I'm kind of staying really low, bouncing the balls of my feet, but not fully extending my legs. So we're working on rotation here, right? It's not always a world where we do everything in the forward direction. Sometimes we turn, sometimes we do sideways walking. Here we're rotating. We've got to learn to work in all planes of motion. Feet and toes, knees and toes aligned with each other. Okay, we're done. All right, one more minute. One more 40 seconds, jumping jacks. And then we get a whole minute off. Actually, you get a minute and 20 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Double lunges or single. Just a way of changing your arm variations. Sometimes when you do this, it actually slows you down. Because your arms have to make such a big arc, it slows down how fast you can jump in and out. So I like sometimes this overhead punch version because I can't talk anymore. But basically makes you go really fast if you jump. 5 seconds. All right, you get a minute and 20 seconds. You have this 20 seconds, that's the rest following this 40-second interval. So you got a whole minute, and then we start the next round. We're doing a burpee in the next round to start off with. And when we do burpees, Sometimes I say push-ups optional, but in this particular case, I don't want to do push-ups because I want us to be really, really quick with the turnaround. So basically, I want us to jump out and in really quick, turn, out, in, turn. All right, so sometimes a push-up slows us down. Now, it doesn't mean you can't do push-ups and do any burpee variation you like. Again, this is just what I wrote down here. So we really work on the plank, jump out into the plank, jump back in. You can, of course, walk up, walk in, and add the push-up if you want. We have 20 seconds. I hope you grab some water. Okay? So this particular burpee is about the out in really fast, come up, jump and flip, turn 180. So you can do the double jumps if you want. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Out, in, turn, out, in. Make sure you turn left, and then you turn right. So you're not turning in the same direction. Brace that the whole time. So the moment your feet move, you're hitting the plank. There's no hip sagging. Out, in, jump turn. Out, in. Get those hands underneath the shoulders. Watch that when you jump back, your whole body doesn't go back like this. All right, we're not doing down dogs. Find that plank. Last one. Stop. All right, that was quick. Whew. Okay, we have the non-jumping version is step together back, switch, out, in, switch. Jumping version, heel click, switch, heel click, switch. So bring the feet together, but don't switch, and then switch. Bring the feet together, don't switch, and then switch, okay? I call this the heel click lunge jump. Pa pa. Find that 90-degree and even. You gotta jump high enough so your feet come together, but then split back out into that lunge, and then switch. Again, the non-jumping version, go back 2 times with each leg. Lunge, and switch. Okay, cool. I gave myself a little break by demonstrating the low impact version. Try to keep moving. So if you want just a low impact in the middle of 40-second round, that's fine. All right, here's the tricep push-up where we touch. Ready? You want your arms a little ahead, and then touch your elbows down and push it up. See how my arms are a little ahead of my shoulders? Go ahead and try it. So that when your elbows are down, it's underneath the shoulders. Press up. This is the tricep push-up variation. And by the way, you can do it on your toes. I'm not doing it on my toes. Ugh. This is a tricep extension. Anytime you straighten your arms, you're working your triceps. See this? I push into my hands and straighten my arms. My hands are at a diagonal. My arms are at a diagonal. Elbow touchdown. All right, stop. That was harder than I thought. Okay, remember that lateral travel? We did it in the first set. This time we're going to run out. 5 steps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your knees as high as you can. Pump those arms. Ready? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Knees up. Pump those arms. Opposite arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are we doing? Working the heart. It's not just the last knee that gets up there. Try to get your knees up with every single step. Hold. Accelerate. Decelerate. The more you pump your arms, the more you get your heart rate working. You can tell I'm getting tired. My knees are not going very high. Ah! That was the 4th exercise. So we're back to the burpees. Burpees, no push-ups. Burpees, no push-ups. If you don't want to do the 180 turn, don't do it. This is your workout. Ready? Final challenging. Go. Heavy. And brace. Hands underneath the shoulders. So what I mean is I want you to avoid this. When you jump back and your hips sag. All right, we really don't want that hip sag. Come all the way up, turn. Well, otherwise you'll be busy. I turn right. I turn left. 5 seconds. Time for one more. All right, break. 20 seconds. Whew. The idea here behind these interval trainings is that you really push yourself for that 40 seconds. So you really need a 20-second breather. I can't remember anything. Heel clicks. All right. Ready? Big jump. Heel click. Go. Switch. Heel click. Switch. Heel click. Switch. Use your arms. If you continue the jumping version, try to keep moving and go with lunges. Wow, I really feel it. Good, good, good. All right, we got our triceps. So on the ground, you can be on your toes, your knees, but what you want to do is start with your elbows underneath your shoulders and then press it on up. Okay? In 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, start. Your hands are no wider than your shoulders. Ooh. Wow, that was only my 4th one, and I feel it so intensely in my triceps. I'm really trying not to let my elbows flare out to the side. Oh. 7 seconds to go. And then you can do one more. One more. Ah. Okay, I hit my limit. Stop. All right, we have our run, and then we get our long break of a minute. We have 3 rounds of these longer rounds, these 8-minute rounds. And then I'm going to do, here goes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get yourself breathless. Get your heart pumping. Let's see you do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, of course, if you go really fast, you can't pick your knees up as high. But that's okay, because you still get your heart rate up. Again, lateral movement. We don't just move in the forward plane all the time. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. All right, take your long break. Whew. I'm gonna grab some water here. Oh, can you guys hear my breathing? It's really loud. Okay. So, round 3. And then we are gonna do a lot of abs at the end, like anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. We're gonna see how we do with time here. All right, so we start off with a burpee again this round. This time we do push-up, but we don't stand all the way up. So it's called a half burpee. Put your hands down, jump or walk back, push up, take your feet wide, and that's it. We don't stand up. So it's very quick. Down, up, as your feet pop in, you can pop your hands up. All right, so you could try that. As your feet jump in, kind of just like knocks your hand up. And that's it. In 5 seconds we start. In 3, 2, half burpee. Push up. Jump in, pop. Again, I don't want to see the hip sag. So really strong landing, brace that. Strong plank when the feet land. Seconds. Okay. That was it. Oh my gosh. That's pretty hard. Lunge chugs. Okay, more lunges. You can do often done with squats. So pick a leg to start. 4 shifts. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. 4, 3, 2, 1, turn. Stay that long stride. Turn. 4, 3, 2, 1, turn. Non-jumping version is you walk it like this. There's a range of motion within your hips that you can keep your knees mostly at 90-90. Oh, and then when you turn, just turn like this. Call it lunge chugs. Little scuffs forward. Oops, I'm not counting. 4, 3, 2, now. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculously painful. Okay, we're gonna do sort of a shoulder focus push-up, so a down dog focus. Normally I say keep your butt down, but here we intentionally want your butt up. More of a push-up and lift. All right, join me. Push up, lift the leg, get a little glute work, a little break of the shoulders, and a little hip flexor stretch. This is just going to breaking up the push-up, but if you don't want to break up the push-up and you want to do non-stop sort of shoulder-focused push-ups, do non-stop push-ups. Forget the leg lifts. I don't know that I can do that many push-ups, so sometimes I do gear this workout around my own capabilities. But remember, you can always change up this workout. You can always change up this workout. All right? Modify doesn't necessarily mean easier. It can be harder too. Oh, this is the hardest exercise. It's our tuck jump. So you do a tuck jump, knees up, side step, knees up, go. Side step is low, so you can jump up. All right? Because if you stood up, in order to do the tuck jump, you have to go down anyways. So I'd rather you just stay low here. Tuck jump, land low. Tuck jump. Pull your knees kind of up into your chest. This is the hardest jump to do because you're not just jumping with your leg extended. You're jumping and you're pulling your legs off the ground. Right? You're tucking your body in like this. All right, so be careful of the landing. All right, we're done. I'm tired. Be careful of the landing because sometimes when we do a tuck jump, we can do a harder landing than we anticipate. Okay, so first thing is always learn how to land safely before you jump bigger jumps. All right, 5 seconds. Burpees. Ready? Half burpees. Half burpee. Boom. Right into that squat. Look. I can't talk anymore, which is probably a good thing. Seconds. Let's do one more. One more. And we're done. There it is. All right, my most favorite, least favorite. It's our lunge chugs. Again, forward for 4, and then change lead leg. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, switch. 4, 3, 2. Yeah, use your arms. This arm motion helps kind of drive me up. And it's not a huge up. That's what makes it so difficult and gives you so much overload in your muscles. You can't jump high enough to straighten your legs. When your legs stay bent, your muscles stay under tension. 10 seconds. Finish for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Down dog push-ups. Again, if you want to do non-stop, shoulder-focused down dog push-ups, do it. Or add that alternating leg lift. Ready? Here you go. My hands are still wider than shoulder distance apart. All right, you don't want your hands too close. It's a push-up, but just at a different angle. I basically go until like my forehead gently grazes the floor. Do not bang your head on the floor, please. Seconds. Do one more. Okay. Tuck jump. This is it. Tuck jump. Rest. 8 minutes abs. Stretch. Ready? 3. Boom. Stop playing. Step. Lateral step. This also just breaks up the tuck jump because, let's be honest here, who wants to do non-stop tuck jumps? Not me. You gotta use those arms. Try to land it as softly as you can. Part of the challenge. Using your muscles to absorb. You're not absorbing into your joints. 10 seconds. This is hard for me too. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, get that drink of water. We are done with the 40-20. What is going to happen now are a wide variety of abs. What I'm going to say about this is that whatever I give, it's just ideas. If it's not working for your lower back, not working for your neck, not working for something, then just change it up. Like if we're doing planks, you can switch to crunches. You can switch to being on your stomach. We're going to do a little bit everything involving the core. So we got planks, crunches, obliques, and spine work. So we're going to be on our stomach. So let's get the clock going. Do 8 minutes. All right. Basically, okay. All right. On your back, I like to start on the back with the basic crunch. Here we go. There goes the clock. I like to start with the basic crunch because I want people to know that this is what you can always come back to, right? Your neck is supported by your hands. Your feet are on the ground. Your lower back is imprinted. It's kind of the safest crunch you can do. So at any point during this 8 minutes, you can always come back to this. There's so many varieties here. So one variety is that we lift the legs off the ground, but stay imprinted in the lower back. All right, you don't want to feel your lower back arching off the mat. Now, there's not a certain pace that I go, but I would recommend that you not use momentum. So go slow enough that you feel your abdominals are working and it's not like you're throwing your body up there. And have you split your legs like you're doing a bicycle, except we're not doing the bicycle. We're just going to hold our legs still. Hold your legs still. It's a little more work. You'll be able to leg extended now. Maybe 4 more with this leg position. We're still crunching. You can always put your foot down like this. Now switch. You can lift your leg higher. You can always adjust your leg position. You can bend your knees a little bit. So make it challenging but doable for you. 4 more. Maybe 2 more. Good. Keep the head down. Tap it out. So no more crunching, but spine stays straight, but still engaged. Switch. Switch. Notice the knees are staying mostly at 90 degrees. So I'm not doing this, right, where like my knee angle is changing. It's my hips that are moving. That's the main difference. Hip, thigh bones. My thigh bones. Let's look at my thigh bones. Well, not like my thigh bones. Let's look at your thigh bones. They go from vertical to 45. Roughly 45 degrees. So let's do that with our legs straight. Vertical, to 45. Vertical to 45. Yeah, this is where the challenge is. You want to bend your knees a little bit? Bend your knees a little bit. You want to take it back to 90? Take it back to 90 degrees, right here. Okay? See how you can easily modify, change the workout. Take your options so you know it's challenging for you, not for anyone else. Imprint that lower back. There's your lower back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, abs are tired, so what do? Get that spine work a little bit. Let's reach those arms back. Lift. Stretch your abs. Anytime you arch your back, you're actually stretching your abs. Really open up that chest. Anti-slouch right here. Lift the legs. Squeeze your butt, legs straight, quadriceps engaged. Lift and lower. You should feel the muscles around your spine. These are the muscles opposite of your legs. I mean, opposite of your abs. Sometimes I say really strange things. All right, last 2. Don't want to do too much here. As much as it's good to get our spine moving in the opposite direction of crunching, we also want to make sure that we really, really respect the neutral. Neutral is always the best. So, speaking of neutral, plank. Okay, first, the plank. Wrists underneath shoulders, body in a straight line, ears, shoulders, hips, and knees. You can't do this on your elbows. I'm going to do some plank variations, okay? So I'm going to start on my wrists because it's just a little harder and it's going to fatigue me more, and then I'll do it on the elbows. So you go to the side and then back to front. My feet are hip distance apart, so they fall to the side. Good. One more time. Open, squared, open, squared. Come down to your elbows. That alone right there is a nice exercise as well. Open up. Again, to the sides of my feet. Square it up. Open. Good. Now I want to do some fun things here. So if you face me, we can lift the top leg to the top arm. We can also lift the bottom leg to the top arm. Oh, what did I just do? So you can't really stack it because you got to have your bottom leg free. So top leg to top arm, touch it, and then you sneak that bottom leg up, touch it. Try the other side. Top arm touches the top leg. You can just lift that top leg straight up, but that bottom leg, you can't just reach it straight up. You have to reach it forward. So your hand can touch the shin. Touch the shin, and touch the shin. All right, we're done with that. Ugh. How did we do? We okay? All right, we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. I'm going to do some reverse crunches. So you can extend your legs here. And that's the reverse crunch, reverse curl. So this is your spine rounding again, but not from the head, neck, and shoulders, from the tailbone side. If you want, you can use a little bit of momentum as you kick your legs straight. But the more challenging version is legs stay straight. Compress it to the floor a little bit. You get your legs as low as you want, as long as you don't lose the imprint in the spine. All right? You don't want to hurt your lower back. You don't want to strain. So this is the leg straight version. Notice where my feet are going. It's more up over my face, not all the way over my head. All right? So you don't want your legs to just collapse this way, because it's just your legs taking its weight and pulling your butt over. You want to use your abdominals to lift. Again, you can bend your knees, a little kick. Last two. Last one. All right, before this 2 minutes is up, I want to get back into a plank here. How much time is left? Oh, what? Oh, 45 seconds, sorry. Here, I want to be in the bear plank. So this is wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath toes, knees underneath hips, and come off. Good. Feet are hip distance apart, like this, and wrists or shoulders work. We're going to tap, 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 tap. We got 25 seconds left. We can do this for 25 seconds. That's how we're going to finish nice and strong. Try not to shift too much. It's such a quick tap. For just a moment, you're slightly off balance with only 3 limbs on the ground. 10 seconds. You got this. Brace abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Give yourself a stretch, sit back. Very, very good job. So you're sweating a little bit. Around that spine. Give yourself a little spine twist stretch. Just thread one arm underneath. Have your butt high in the air. Create that rotation. Stretching the obliques. And switch. Now that I think about it, we didn't even do obliques during abs. So much variety. I just ended up doing side planks. So we still did work. Oh, here's a stretch for the hip flexor. So put one leg front. Here is this hip flexor being stretched. Just like sink down. If you want to do the splits here, you can straighten the front leg and do your splits. But this is as splits as I'm going to get. Push back. Drop that chest to the thigh and you'll feel a hamstring stretch. If that doesn't feel good on your knees, you can stand up and do the hamstring stretch. Just showing some variations of stretches. All right, so we got to put the other leg in front. Oh, so here the hip flexor stretch. So just to remind you, you're stretching the hip flexor of the leg that's on the bottom, not this one. This one kind of gets the butt stretch. It's also really just good for the groin in general to sink as low into the hips as you can. And then sit back. So if your chest is up, you probably won't feel the hamstring. So it's all about getting that chest really, really low and really getting that flexion at the hip here. Now, if you're really tight, I mean, maybe you don't have to drop your chest too much and you're going to feel the hamstring already. Not talking about anyone particular here, just in general, if you have tight hamstrings. Oh, good. So one thing we got to do is definitely stretch the quadriceps. All right. Every time we do a squat or lunge, it's just super, super intense on the quads. So always a great stretch to do. Also a great way to test your balance. That was me almost falling. Catching myself. I know I don't spend nearly enough time stretching. I spend like anywhere from 4 to 5 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes, not 45 minutes. So if you ever need to stretch additionally on your own, please do so. Oh, loosen up that shoulder joint again. Giant backstrokes. When you reach back like this, it also gets into the chest. And then add that rotation, loosen up that back. We tend to get tight as we work our muscles. So part of the reason for stretching is to gain that flexibility and that looseness back into our muscles so we're not just walking away from the workout really, really tight. The tighter we are, the more chance we have of pulling a muscle and getting injured. All right, so one final stretch here. Triceps, side, just the entire right side of the body here. From the elbows down to the ankles. Push the hip that way. And final stretch. Great job, you guys. Totally deserve a shower and a healthy dinner. By the way, when I say that, I don't mean that you don't deserve food unless you've worked out. Please don't misinterpret my meaning there, because that is not at all what I meant. What I meant is like you've done a great workout, like, time to shower, time to have a good meal, all that good stuff. You know what I mean, Ingrid?
Yeah.